today, I have Eric Gallagher. He is the Director of Mission Engagement for the Diocese. We're going to talk about the upcoming Last Caller Standing competition, the third annual Last Caller Standing. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you.
Glad you could be here. I'm really excited for this. This has become a big deal around here.
Yeah, I had no idea what would come of this when we first started brainstorming this idea. It's blown up a lot.
It has blown up a lot. It gets bigger every year, and I don't even know exactly what's going on this year, so I'm excited to see what happens. Okay, so this is the third year. For people who haven't experienced this yet, can you tell us what this is?
So it is a spin-off of the TV series Survivor, which has been around for 20 plus years. My wife and I are big fans. One day I was sitting, it was COVID summer, and we had to kind of look at the schedule. It was the year we had to cancel decamps.
Oh, yeah.
And so we sat around and said, this is a big deal. Decamp's been in our diocese for 30 years or so, and we got to do something. So we just said, what's something just a ton of fun that we could do to engage people in the Zoom summer. So we stormed up this idea. Essentially what we do is we'll have 12 priests, and they will compete in challenges. And then in classic Survivor fashion, if your team or your tribe or yourself loses the challenge, then you're at risk of being voted out. Right. So then they meet and they vote each other out. And then at the end, the finalists the winner is voted by those who voted them out. Right. So we'll have 3 people at the end who will be voted for, and the 9 people who are voted out by their fraternal brother priests. We'll have to vote one of them the next last caller standing. Right.
This is live.
It's live.
On Zoom.
Yes. So we stream it on YouTube. Yep. We invite all the priests into a Zoom call. We bring in our fancy graphic and video guy to come in and help with design and things. And it's a lot of fun.
Gets a little cutthroat here and there.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
I think the biggest, like maybe it wasn't a surprise, is you get to see the life of these priests when they're together, which in our diocese, you don't get to see much. Right. So especially in rural South Dakota, you have your priest. You don't see a lot of other priests. So you don't get to see them in communion with other priests. Right. And we get to see that a lot in our world because we get to see a lot of priests around here and around the diocese. But yeah, they have a ton of fun. They make fun of each other a bit, give each other a hard time.
They do.
They get a little bit competitive, and so it's very human, and I think that's what's really most attractive about it.
And you really get to see a good variety of priests from around the diocese. It's not just focused to one area. It's all over.
Yeah, we try to have a good mix. Again, in Survivor fashion, you have the old priests and the young priests and the ones of all different kind of demographics. Yep. So yeah, you get to see them connect in a common way. And a lot of it's like religious trivia or things like that. So
there's some cultural stuff to kind of hang them up a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely. And you see the priests that maybe spend a little too much time watching TV.
And the ones who spend no time watching TV.
Absolutely.
You really learn that very quickly. Okay, so we're going to talk real quick. I'm going to list off. We have the priests who are participating. I believe the teams haven't been picked yet and named, but we have the priests who are participating. So listen for your favorite priest, or just any priest. We have Father Andrew Dickinson, who's up in Aberdeen. Father Tyler Matson, who is T in Lennox. Father Scott Miller, who is at St. Michael in Sioux Falls. Father Jacob Doty, who is at St. Mary in Sioux Falls. Father Tom Hartman, St. Michael?
Yep,
St. Michael in Sioux Falls. Father Jordan Sampson, who is at Christ the King in Sioux Falls. Father Jeff Norfolk, who is at the Cathedral. Father John Rutten out in Harrisburg. Father Christopher Cowles, who's down in Vermilion at the Newman Center down there. Father Tom Anderson. Okay, I don't know where he is.
He's in Yankton.
Okay, I should have known that. Father Jim Mason, who is at one of the seminaries in...
He's in St. Louis.
St. Louis, that's right. And this one's awesome. Archbishop Gullickson.
Yes, we're very excited.
I heard that and I was like, how did you guys do that? But he was right in there.
We do, I think, and we're looking for the wild card, the joyful people who just add a little bit of something to it. And when we got him on board, we're very, very excited. He'll be a lot of fun.
And I hear Bishop DeGrood is going to make an appearance.
We are hopeful. We're hoping he'll come in and lead one of the challenges.
I don't know how you can like strap him down long enough to get him in here, but we'll all do it together.
Yes.
We'll drag him in. So the teams haven't been made yet. So we will be posting on social media a little contest to help name the team. So be watching for that on the diocesan social media page at SF Diocese. Okay. So do you think the priests who've done this before have an advantage over the rookies? And I know, okay, so last year's winner was a rookie. We won't talk about him quite yet.
Yep.
Do they have an advantage?
I don't know. I think the advantages really come from just how they respond within the game.
Okay.
Like really, to me, in my mind, it is the back and forth and kind of the different conflicts. And someone throws a punch and the other one throws a punch, and there's two of them sitting in the back kind of hiding, not even really being thought about. Mm-hmm. And those have been the ones who have won, it seems, most of the time.
I think smack talking does not work in your favor.
Yes. And the conflict has to happen. That's the joy of the game, is it does have to happen, and we got to kind of inspire it in some way and draw it out. But the priests that typically can hide are the ones who last longer. But at the end, if you haven't played a good game, if you haven't been competitive and kind of like stood out in some way, then you're not going to be voted the winner either. So that's the unique dynamic of the game.
Very, very much a balance there. Yeah. Okay. So this competition benefits the Lumen Christi program. Can you tell us a little bit about that program?
Yeah. So the first year we did it, it started out just as a fun thing we wanted to do during the summer. And then now with the Lumen Christi program, which started in July, it's now serving as a fundraiser for that. So there's been such a great response to it that we're kind of leveraging that as a way to draw support, to support the priests, to support this new work around the diocese. So essentially what we do is we offer advantages and such to priests that raise the most money in their name. We'll have sponsors this year. We've never had sponsors before, so we're going to start bringing in some of that, where you can sponsor a priest or a challenge. And so if you're a business or someone you want to sponsor that way. But all of that money will go towards helping these missionaries who serve around the diocese. They give a year or summer of their life to go and evangelize, especially primarily the young people around the diocese.
So the funds go to help them travel? What is that? How does that work?
It helps to cover the expenses of all of the programming. So there is a long-term game plan with Lumen Christi where we can be more financially self-sustainable and we can do more than we're doing right now. So much of that is dependent on the financial need. So this just helps kind of give that a shot in the arm and helps us do more than we could do otherwise.
And this program has really, I think, been a benefit to the parishes who have taken advantage of it so far, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. So currently we have the classic Totus Tuus program, which is now in the summer. We have 24 missionaries each summer, typically there. And then right now we have 7 missionaries around the diocese that are serving in different ways. So
and those are year-round now.
Yeah, they're very hidden, those. So they're up in Aberdeen at Roncalli, and they're at St. Mary's in Del Rapids. So parishes might see them every once in a while on a Wednesday night. Yep. But really their work has been focused on these schools. So it's a little less like public and such, and it's not so transitory as the summer is. But they're active and they are engaging. Last I looked, there were 76 students that they were actively engaged in relationship with in different meetings and small groups and stuff.
Very cool. How do the donations work? Can you tell us a little bit about that so people know how they can do that as they're watching?
So you can do really 2 ways to donate. You could be a sponsor if you're a business, or if your parish wants to sponsor your priest, you can come on in and they can donate. There's on the Lumen Christi site, or if they go to sfcatholic.org/lastcaller and they click on donate or sponsor, it'll be either option really. You can either just choose a priest or more that you'd like to give to. So we actually have it set up so all 12 priests are listed. You could give like $50 to this priest and $100 to this priest. And then what we do is prior to the event and during the event, we just see where they're at and we throw little advantages at them if they've hit certain benchmarks. Okay. So they can either sponsor a priest and or just general donations to the fund. But I think we set it up where you have to pick a priest because we want to encourage that. Yeah, that'll make it more fun. Or people can sponsor as well. Right.
Okay, so we'll do this again at the end, but so what date?
January 16th at 4 o'clock. Okay.
And you can have watch parties. There's all kinds of stuff. We'll talk about that a little bit at the end. But we have a guest in studio, a special guest, surprise guest.
Honored by his presence.
Honored by his great presence. We have Father Tony Klein in the house, who is the champion of Last Caller Standing from last year. He's yes. Eric, would you please hold the staff?
Please.
For Father Klein so that he doesn't drop it into a camera.
So a little note on this. This is a traveling trophy. So he will forever. We have their names.
Right.
So we have the winner of the first one, Father Shane Stevens, and then the Honorable Father Tony.
The Honorable.
So every time we're gonna have another one of the winner of that.
So welcome, Father
Thank
Klein.
you.
So glad you could be here.
Good to be here.
So we are going to, as a little preview of what happens for Last Caller Standing, we're gonna do a priest versus layperson, which should be interesting, because I've not done this before, and Eric is gonna ask questions of the two of us, and we're gonna see who wins this short little competition. And I hope that Eric has been nice and not asked like the hardest Catholic questions ever. Please don't ask me to like quote the Bible because we're going to be in trouble.
This is close, but it is a well-rounded, with your time and Catholic views and such. You should have a good.
And I spend a lot of time with Bergwald on ignition. So
we are going to do a challenge, and this is similar to what we will see on the challenge or on Last Caller.
There you go.
Oh, I was going to say, am I going to be like the
Pull it
bishop?
back. There you go.
Thank you. Whoops. Nope. Got to do it again. This was my, I knew this was going to be a problem.
So what we're going to do, I think we have the intro slide here, but we will, the challenge is we're going to give you the name of something, and you are going to decide if you know or think that is the name of something that is used in the kitchen, or it's something from the church. So
am I supposed to?
So you have two cards in front of you. One of them says church. One of them says kitchen. And for each one of these, both of you are going to pick a card. So you can't look at each other's answers, and you have to prepare it. And then we're going to say show it, and then we will start keeping it, and we'll keep track. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you don't.
Oh heavens!
So
are you a good cook, Father Klein?
I like to cook. Good is still, jury's out.
So you're not unfamiliar with the kitchen.
I mean, like a pot or a pan, knife.
Okay, I feel good about
this.
So
we're hoping we thought this would be a fitting. So decide if the following items are from the church or the kitchen. So let's get started. The crozier, is that from the church or the kitchen? So we'll do a 3, 2, 1. What is it?
Where are we holding them?
So they both guessed church, and the answer is church. So the crozier is the hooked staff carried by a bishop as a symbol of his pastoral office. So good job. That was kind of a practice one. A gimme.
Oh, sure.
A colander, is that an item in the church or the kitchen? In 3, 2, 1. We have kitchen and kitchen. Great. So it is
Bill, where do you want
2
us to
to
hold
2.
them? Okay.
The colander is a perforated bowl used to strain off liquid from food, especially after cooking.
I love the definitions here. These are awesome.
Just in case it's a guess, it's going to also teach us.
My definition would be the thing that helps the water out of the mac and cheese.
Yes, exactly. How else are you going to make it?
All right, now we're getting serious.
Oh my.
SANTOKU. SANTOKU, is that a church thing or a kitchen thing? They don't get easier, by the way.
Okay.
Well, maybe some of them are. Got your guesses?
Okay. Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going to say.
We have kitchen and kitchen. Both of you guessed kitchen. It is. Yes. The SANTOKU is a knife.
Sounded Far Eastern or something like that. Yeah.
And we don't have any. Are there Far Eastern things in the church?
Yeah, that's why I was a little
like. A lot of our things are Latin based.
There's a lot of Japanese words in the church.
So we are tied 3 to 3.
Oh.
A burse. Is that a church thing or a kitchen thing?
Okay. To guess.
3, 2, 1. Church and
church. It's going to be
Good
tough
guess.
for us to win.
The burse. Actually, that's what we should do. We should get bonus points if we can actually name what it is.
Oh, yes.
The burse is a flat, square, fabric-covered case. It's the thing they put over the corporal at Mass.
Well, I would have lost there. With
but you had a good guess, 50-50 chance.
I couldn't tell you what it was.
Next one is the Luna, or a Luna.
Oh, goodness.
There is a piece of shrimp right next to it in the picture, so that could be a... Is it from the church or the kitchen? 3, 2, 1, show. Here's our first different one. Renae says kitchen. Father Klein says church. The answer is church.
Oh, no.
The luna is the receptacle. It's what they use for Mass, for the Eucharist. Well, I'll just read it as it is. A circular
that's
receptacle
in the
with glass
monstrance.
sides.
Yeah.
Metal circle with gold or gilded metal to hold the sacred host upright in the monstrance.
Oh.
For
Okay.
adoration.
Yes. So what's the score? Do we have?
I'm
close.
behind by one, I think.
Close.
Yes?
Oh, the Klein is up by
Anyone's
one.
game.
Next one is
Bill's
the
going to put up a score here in a second. but go ahead.
trifle.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
If we get the same one, then we're gonna do the bonus.
Okay.
If you know what it is. All right. So
Okay.
church, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Both kitchen. Anyone know what it is?
It's a type of English dessert
No idea.
that is layered. That is layered.
Whoa, that's good.
Wow. Like
if you
definition.
watch Friends, you
It
know
is
that.
an English dessert dish made from thick custard. I think Bill's feeding her the answers.
No,
somehow.
no. If you watched Friends, you know that.
Interwo-
But in
wow.
Friends, it has mashed potatoes and hamburger in
Ah.
it. All the people
So the
who know
trifle
that.
is
Yes.
kitchen. So are you technically up by one now? Because
No, I think we're
Was that a
tied.
bonus?
do we give?
How did I? No, I
No,
only
we-
missed
I don't
one.
think we get bonuses. If you both get it right, then we're.
I only missed one.
This
I
is
don't
kind of how
miss
Last
two.
Caller works too. Is we sometimes just figure it out as we go.
Yes, totally.
A charger. Is that a church item or a kitchen item?
Kind of a colloquial word as well for things in both, I think.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yes.
Are we different? Here?
Another different.
kitchen and church. So
That
we'll
is
see what we'll see what the game.
oh.
We'll see what we meant here.
I know what it is.
The charger is. Oh, I should.
Goes
Yeah, we should
underneath
ask
the
you.
plate.
Underneath. Wow.
Wow.
I don't have them.
Mm-hmm. I have some at home.
This-
Never use them.
We got to come up with one of these for the Last Caller Standing game. I think this is fun.
Yeah.
All
Oh.
right, here we go. Aspergillium.
If you can't say it, you can't have it in the game.
We did one time the spelling bee, the biblical spelling bee, and that was
remember that.
definitely the hoot of the thing was
Was
having
that-
them spell
was
these
that
words.
I think
The
that was the
second
first
year?
one.
Yeah, that was
must
the first
have. Okay.
one. So
Okay.
is it church or kitchen? 3, 2, 1. We have church and church.
Church.
You know what it is? What is it?
It's the sprinkly thing
Yeah,
for
you got it.
holy water, right?
Sprinkler.
Sprinkly thing.
Liturgical
Sprinkle, yeah.
implement
There you
used to sprinkle holy
It's called an
water.
implement. It's not thing. Okay, fine.
Is implement a church or a kitchen? Spiralizer. 3. I have a hard time imagining where this would be in the church.
Well,
Three.
it
Thank you
could
for
be.
that.
There's kind of one in the
One.
cathedral.
I haven't looked at these answers, so I don't
Got
know.
the same.
Spiralizer. That's what I
Yeah.
would have
Yeah, I
imagined
was
it to
trying
be.
to-
Or,
It is
or maybe you
what we'd
could call
use
the
it for.
spiral staircase at the cathedral
an
a
inexpensive
spiralizer.
tool that turns fresh veggies into a fox noodle.
Inexpensive.
Oh.
Where did you get these
Inexpensive
definitions?
is relative. Yeah.
Oh, noodles.
All right. I don't know how much time we have,
Oh,
but we
this
can keep
is-
going.
We've
Scapular.
got about another minute or two.
This one's a gimme here, I hope.
Yep.
Father, if you get this wrong, then you're, I don't know, church. 3, 2, 1.
You will lose your
Scapular, those listening on the radio, hopefully you can't see the
brown
picture.
scapular.
Small pieces of wool cloth suspended front and back worn
Mhm.
as a sign of love and devotion to Mary.
Yes.
That's great.
Are we still tied?
We are.
Bill?
The
Scores?
official
Oh my
score
goodness.
is
Okay, we
9
have
to
to.
9.
Oh boy.
We got to get a tiebreaker
Yeah.
here. A mezzaluna.
Mezzaluna.
This will be a bonus if you can name what it is as well. We'll give you the bonus
well,
points.
Probably in trouble. Okay.
3,
I have a guess.
2, 1. Church and kitchen.
All right. Well, at least
So this could be.
Father, you
winner
know what it is.
declared.
I have a
Ah.
feeling. Okay.
You have a guess of what it is?
half of a Luna. That's my guess. Oh, you got
The
it. You got it.
answer is kitchen.
I did not
It's
expect
a knife
that.
consisting of a single or double curved blade with a handle on each end. To those of
Nice.
you who knew what a mezzaluna is listening,
Well done.
good on you.
We probably need to come to your house to eat because you're probably a good cook.
That's right. It's what they have at the pizza places, it looks
Right.
like, or something. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
Is that it?
were you just dethroned?
I think I passed the staff off now.
Did I win?
We need an official staff passing to No way.
No.
This is not a
We
formality.
can't use that. No.
Okay.
That would destroy.
It's just
But I will remember that you beat me. I'll acknowledge it.
Yes.
Every Sunday morning when you walk in, I'll
Be like, I got you, Father.
Yep.
Do we need to stop and re-record a different version that you actually win?
if you don't mind.
No. Okay, that was fun. So that's just a glimpse at what will happen for Last Caller Standing. It's a lot of fun. It's a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Yeah.
We try to get it done in 2. Usually
Yeah.
goes a little bit over that.
Yeah, but it's so much fun you won't even notice. It's 2 hours, I promise.
Yeah, we're always moved by it because my wife brings a family over and the adults watch it upstairs, the kids watch it downstairs, and we kind of assume the kids will get bored and just play with stuff. And we have kids age 6 to 10-ish, and they watched it all the way through.
Right.
So kids
right.
love it. It's good
Yes.
for the whole family.
Yes. All right. We have almost no time left. Is there anything you want to say about the watch parties?
Yeah, we just encourage it as a time. We want this to be an opportunity in the diocese for the diocese to come together and have fun in different ways.
Yeah.
So invite people to your homes, have fun, do it, act like it's a Super Bowl in a different way. And we plan it in between New Year's and the Super Bowl for that purpose.
Yep.
It's winter, have people at your home and just, enjoy the show.
Yeah, we'll be posting all kinds of stuff on social media in the coming weeks to kind of give you information about it. As long as you watch that, I don't think you could miss it. And watch our website at sfcatholic.org. So there'll be some stuff there.
Last caller. And you can get texting updates, email updates, and
Yeah.
so actually you can text the keyword last caller, one word, to 84576 is the
Perfect.
is the way
And
to get
they'll
updates
get to
as
be
well.
kept up to date on
Yep,
what's happening.
we'll send text messages to go donate, whatever.
That's awesome. Great. Thanks you guys for coming in. Thank you for being a good sport.
You're welcome.
and being in here.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Fair and square.
All right. If you haven't found us on social media yet, you can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at SF Diocese. And you can watch this on YouTube. If you didn't see it on YouTube, please come watch it at SF Diocese. That's it for us today. Hope you'll join us again next week for more Catholic Views.